Good morning, everybody. It's cold Friday morning in October, last day of October 2025. Never gonna be another one of those days. It's just like every day, right? Time just keeps on keeping on. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Curdy, I'm doing pretty good. Yourself? You guys drinking anything? Cheers to you. Smoothie from Smoothie King. I started this morning by lighting a candle. I want to officially welcome y'all to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're on here and you're new, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future video updates and podcast episodes. A little chilly this morning, Crudy. Already been out there once. Had to go take my mom somewhere. And I apologize, y'all. A couple minutes late this morning. Nature called. I had to go use the bathroom right at the time of the starting time for the podcast. So got done quick as I can. So here I am. We're going to get rolling, y'all. I got a appointment soon after this, so it might be a little shorter today, just so y'all know. I screwed up and scheduled an appointment back to back with my podcast, so go ahead and come to a stopping point in whatever you have going on this morning, and somewhere safe where you can get comfortable for the next few minutes, so we can go ahead and do our relaxation portion this morning. Yeah, you're right about that, for sure, Crudy. And as you're doing so, we're going to go ahead and get into our gratitude this morning. I like to start everything out with gratitude. So you should be somewhere by now. I'll give you a few more seconds to get there. As I think about what I'm grateful for today, I'll go ahead and kick it off and model it. I'm thankful for the warm weather that we have every year, because I cannot stand the cold, y'all. Right now it's freezing cold, but it reminds me, the cold weather that I'm dealing with right now reminds me to be grateful for the warm times that we have when we have those. So what are y'all grateful for this morning? You can leave it down below in the comments. If you're comfortable sharing what you're thankful for, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be clothes you have that you can wear right now. If you have clothes, you got a roof over your head, your vehicle that gets you to and from places. It can be anything. But just don't make this mundane. Don't make it like just a repetitive thing, but really actually get into gratitude and really feel gratitude in the body. That's the key of the transformation. A lot of times it's to do with our emotional states, because we want to really feel grateful for what we have in our life right now. So let's go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and feel free to leave it. Like I mentioned, if you just come on here, drop a comment below what you're grateful for today, if you're comfortable sharing that. And I'd love to read those. Some of y'all might like the cold weather, but I don't. Just be up front with you on that. I'm a wussy when it comes to the cold, so I'll probably take my butt to Florida for the winter time. Grateful for your family, Crudy here, Prayer Warriors. Her name's Crudy, by the way, if y'all don't know who she is. Good friend of mine. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, that's important. Family's really important. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead today. We're going to do a closed eye process. So go ahead and, if it's comfortable for you doing so, go ahead and close your eyes. Just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth this morning. But let's just get present right now. Sometimes life gets really busy. We forget to stay in the now. We're just like go, 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 or do, do, do. And we forget that we're human beings. We're not human doings. So it's important to be, which is be present. Be here now. In this moment, just take the time. Just take this time for yourself, right? Give yourself some love, some self-care this morning. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an opportunity, and myself an opportunity this morning to really show ourselves some love this morning. So just breathe, continue breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Focus on your breath while we're doing this process. What we're gonna do is just wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a big hug this morning. Tell yourself you're proud of you. Did the best you could. And that you're okay. So you can kind of wrap your arms around you. If you want to open your eyes, kind of see how I'm doing it, just so I can model it for y'all. This is how I usually give myself a hug right here. Sometimes I'll do it like this right here. Just kind of cross my arms. Normally like this, though. And I'll give myself a tap on the shoulder, maybe a pat on the back. Good job. Good job. Doing good. Doing the best you can. You just really take this moment. A lot of times we don't take a moment to really love ourselves, accept ourselves for who we are. And I think it's really important that we do that. A lot of people on here, myself, especially myself, been through a lot of stuff in my life. I had a lot of childhood trauma, abuse. I'm able to pull through all that and come out the other side, right? I think if we're here, we've all came out the other side. If we're still alive and breathing, we made it through whatever obstacle was thrown at us or came our way. So we're still here. I like to kind of rub myself too. I'll rub myself on the chest, rub myself on the stomach, just to kind of give myself some self-love. So feel free to do this, whatever's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, I would encourage you to look deeper at that, because there's something might be going on. You might not feel worthy of love, right? So something to probably visit, look at some of that stuff. Because we all deserve love. We all deserve to live a good life. Yeah, I'm going to pat myself on the back, because kicking butt in life, right? Doing the best I can. And if I died tomorrow, I'd be happy. I've done a lot in my lifetime. I can honestly say that. Sometimes it's about slowing down, like we are right now, slowing down and just really getting aware, getting present in our bodies. Feeling safe in our bodies. Sometimes I have an issue with safety that I have to work on. Because I didn't still feel safe in my childhood growing up with an addict, alcoholic stepdad, and childhood sexual abuse and manipulation that I had to live with. It wasn't really safe. Didn't feel safe at all in those times, so it's important that I Give myself safety now, safety and security. Comfort, safety, security. Tell myself it's going to be okay. Because Big Tony's with you now. Sometimes we have a little self inside of us, a little kid, inner child, still worries about the future, worries about things, and it's important to comfort. It's important to comfort ourselves, right? If we realize that that's going on for us. In my case, it does sometimes. I feel unsafe sometimes, and I have to remind myself that I'm okay. And to take care of your little self is still inside in a lot of ways. It's a part of us. Y'all can open your eyes from time to time if you want, just to kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of rubbing myself right now, soothing myself, comforting myself. Probably should have done this as an open eye process instead of a closed eye process. I'm gonna go ahead and open my eyes, but yeah, I can't change the past, but I can change where we're at now. So. Self-talk's really important, y'all. Self-talk, self-love, the way we talk to ourselves really matters. The way we talk to other people really matters, and it does affect other people. It does affect ourselves. So you don't have to do exactly like I'm doing it. You can give yourself love other ways. Another way I do it sometimes is tap myself on the head. My mom used to pat me on the head when I was a kid. So do that as well. Whatever makes you feel good and whatever works, right? To soothe yourself in the moment when you need it. You need it most. Sometimes we need it more than others. Continue breathing, y'all. Don't forget to breathe. In the nose, out the mouth. Trust y'all got something out of that. Hope y'all like that. Self-care, self-love process this morning. I do it from time to time. I probably don't do it as often as I should. I do it probably like once a week. I really get into it. Really hugging myself. Pat myself on the back. Good job, right? I just worked on a movie set. Most people go their entire life and never get to work on a movie or TV show, and I've done it a bunch. I actually worked a couple days ago and worked last week on another movie's coming out on Netflix. So as a background actor, so I'm proud of myself for that. Like, I'm seriously proud of myself. So I tell myself, hey, great job. You know what I mean? Great job. Got to meet a lot of people. Have fun, eat some good food. Enjoy a good couple concerts. It's being filmed at the time. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into our acceptance prayer next. But before we do that, let's take one more deep breath, breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Take it in as deep as you can on the inhale and on the exhale. Blow it out audibly. This will help to release any other stress or tension that you might be holding on to. I don't think I'm holding on to anything else, to be honest, but there could be something hidden in there. That was a really good process. So inhale and exhale. Let it all out. And prayer. Acceptance is the answer to all of my problems today. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact in my life unacceptable to me, and I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly as it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my alcoholism, drug addiction, porn addiction, shopping addiction, the job I just lost, my money situation, my family, my friends, pretty much anything you want to throw in there, y'all, it don't really matter. I could not stay sober, and unless I accept life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. And just so y'all know, you may or may not know, you can only control two things, okay, in this world, and that's our attitude and that's our effort. That's it. But that's powerful, right? Attitude in any given circumstance. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the book Man's Search for Meaning. It's a very powerful book about somebody, Viktor Frankl, was in the concentration camps. And he said they could take they took every last freedom that he had from him when he was being tortured. But the only thing they couldn't take was his attitude. It's a very powerful book. I suggest y'all read it or listen to the audiobook sometime. I don't know how he done it. Like, that is insane, intense. What he had to go through, the friends he lost, the pain, and he come out of it really a better person. It's just about the attitude, y'all. It's just that's what it is. I mean, it's life, anything that comes our way, we get through it, right? I was able to get through all the crap that I dealt with as a child, overcame depression, overcame panic attacks, and honestly, I think I'm a better person for having to go through all that stuff, to be honest. I'm more compassionate. I think I'm more loving as well. So, alright, y'all. Today's reading is going to be, let me get some more lights on here real quick before we get into the reading here. Brighten this thing up a little bit more. Alright. October 31st, as usual, y'all, for the rest of this year, we're going to be in the Hope for Today Al-Anon Family Reader. Next year, we'll be getting into another one. Not really sure which one yet, but I have a ton of devotionals and readers. I'm thinking about doing a Joseph Prince devotional, or maybe even Joel Osteen next year. Not really sure. A lot of people, some people like Joel Osteen, some people don't. So, personally, I do. This stuff's really helped me a lot. It says, I grew up in a family where scorn, criticism, and teasing were everyday modes of communication. To cope, I developed the ability to hide my pain and confusion behind sarcasm and ridicule. Making myself feel bigger and better by making fun of others never filled the emptiness that I felt inside. Until I could trust myself and others enough to ask for help, I was stuck in a spiritual hole with no hope of getting out. I eventually grew tired of my sarcastic behavior, and I worked with my sponsor to explore the pain behind my harsh words and attitudes. With the support of God and my friends in Al-Anon, I am now working the steps on this particular problem. I have accepted that I am powerless over changing my behavior alone. I now believe that a power greater than myself can restore me to a more loving way of communicating if I'm willing to learn. Finally, I have reached the point where I am ready to have this defect removed from me. With humility and self-forgiveness, I ask my higher power to do so. Sometimes I still find myself picking at the faults of others. Old habits are hard to break. Now, however, with the help of the program, I can see more clearly when I'm falling back into this spiritual destructive pattern. I know I'm not perfect, and I still have miles to travel down the path my higher power has carved out for me. Al-Anon gives me awareness and trust that I can break these old patterns one day at a time. Thought for the day. Just for today, I will release any need to judge or criticize others and begin to see them in the way that I might want them to see me. I cannot hurt others without hurting myself. And that's from the book One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, page number 20. Powerful, y'all. A lot of people think that sarcasm is actually a good thing. And I've never really been that sarcastic, believe it or not, y'all. I think I did a little bit growing up, but I know I was bullied a lot growing up in my childhood years, and a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just joking, or say something mean to you, and they'll just say, oh, I'm just joking, and I looked up sarcasm and got into it a little bit more, and from what I found out is it's people usually that are hurting, and it's their coping mechanism, just like we just read. It's a coping mechanism to hide or cover up some kind of pain. And thinking where I was going with that. So it's actually, in my experience, is harmful when people are like that, making fun of each other. And there's like, oh, some people get together, like there's guys that'll get together to pick on each other and things like that, but I still think it's probably not good in most cases. It's an excuse to be mean to people. Usually because that person wants to feel better about themselves. They want to like assert their dominance over somebody else. And yeah, it's just not healthy. So sarcasm is an unhealthy form of humor. From what Al-Anon teaches, right? From what Al-Anon teaches, you don't have to believe this. You can, whatever, you do you, right? But for me, I don't do it. And it hasn't really been that good for me. Like, the people in the past was, like, really sarcastic to me, and it come to find out that they just, most of them really just felt bad about themselves, and they were trying to do it to make themselves feel better, or better than somebody else, or yeah, just to cover up and not feel their own pain and their own issues that they have going on inside. So, good stuff, y'all. So, I don't know why I zoomed in on the sarcasm. It talked about scorn, criticism, and teasing. Teasing can be sarcasm. But I think there's fun ways to tease people, right? You can do it in a fun way without actually hurting anybody. If you're just playing around. I think joking and playing around is one thing, but then being sarcastic is another thing. And doing it from an actual good intent, right? A good intent. I think a lot of it's about the intent behind it, too. It could be some positive intentions, just playing around with your friends, joking around, that's cool. But then when it gets to be where it's actually saying mean stuff, which my experience is a lot of sarcasm is actually saying mean stuff to people and laughing about it, right? And that's not good. So, but yeah, I trust y'all got something good out of that today. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up here. I got to get to my physical therapy appointment actually at 11:30, so I told him I was gonna be a little late. I didn't mean to schedule it right near my podcast. I didn't want to reschedule my podcast for y'all because I've done it already like twice this week. I don't want to do it anymore. So, but they're fine. They're gonna deal with it. Everything will be cool. Go ahead and get in now on that now. I can see what time it is real quick. Actually, it's getting kind of close. Oh yeah, I need to fly. So, see y'all tomorrow. Look forward to seeing y'all again sometime soon. Appreciate y'all being here. As always, well, let's go ahead and blow out our candle. Peace and love, y'all. Go out and make it a great day. Have a great weekend. Halloween, a lot of y'all probably going out partying, doing things on Halloween. Y'all be safe. Take an Uber, take a Lyft. I'll be driving tonight. I'll be working, so there'll be plenty of those available. Just don't risk it if you're out drinking. Take care.